I'm assuming some of these are like the materials he has. Or the hero or what she has. 2 decks of reel-to-reel tape spinning on empty. A portable Harman Woshi type recorder. Possible is recording something. Someone siphoning electricity current from outside into this antenna. Okay, let's check what this is. A mainframe. A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures of on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity. Another radio computer. Could it be bare connection to the one in the Doom commercial area? This is RAM Perfect, a radio computer model RC7024. Equipped with a failed mainframe and a RAM compatible interim printer. Stand behind the machine. As you step closer, you notice reset play. Okay, same shit that we looked inside. Look inside the compartment. So there is something there. There's something inside, basically. It says on the side, log February to March. Okay, press play. Speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine planner, magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old. Oh, good afternoon, Fortress accident on St. Brunaire. This is the East Insular Repeater Station. Repeat, is this the personal log? Is the same woman you spoke with the radio computer in the Doom area? Giovanni, it's me again. How are you? Good, thanks. It's not clear whether she recognized your voice. Please repeat, is this the personal log? I look inside, but the tape on the filament just says log February to March. Good, please repeat the password. The police open this damn thing? I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy. Okay, without filing a warrant, I need. Can I get a hint? No. My birthday? Don't know. I don't know the password. Percy, I've registered this login attempt. Is there anything else I can do? Like the one in the Doom commercial area. I have 2 machines registered on to this company named Meritinese. One in Saint Bernard, the other one in Rue de Saint Elysium. Saint Bernard, that's the church. Rue de Saint Elysium, the Dune Central commercial area. Okay. Alright. Bye. I don't think print would do anything, right? Nothing happens. Okay. Can't really do much with it until I get a password. Take a look at this. In white, silver, and apricot finesse, the young woman of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. Impressively tall, oval face and sad, a dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocence Dolores Day. Cradle in her arms, and they are a pair of growing lungs. Clearly visible from underneath. Like looking at it, it's so bright and it actually hurts my eyes as if I'm actually looking at a stained glass at a church. Like I don't know what it's about, but it really hurts my eyes. Should look at it. Like so bright. Cradle in her arms are a pair of growing. Okay, I said it. You should kneel. I'll kneel. Your knees touch the floor. The floorboards are hard and cold. There you kneel among the snowdrift. It feels light falling on your hands from beyond the glass. The woman looks down on you, kneeling. Towers among her followers. Architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips, a glint in her green-blue eyes of what? Compassion? Remorse? She acknowledges the passing of someone who is still alive. You. It's compassion. As that soft word passes through your mind, you rise into the apricot. Oh. Apricot color window and the light of the window. The woman keeps smiling in her distant smile, sundered by the crack in the glass. How do I know this is the mother of humanism? Right. Wait, actually, I think I have some encyclopedia stuff. Visual calculus. Okay, I get 2 encyclopedia here. Uh, Give me visual calculus as well. Put that on. The glasses give me. Okay. We switch you. Come back later. No, I don't need conceptualization right now. What I need is visual. No, what I need is encyclopedia. Okay. Let's check. Let's try the encyclopedia. Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is her innocent Dolores Day, the innocent of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever have lived. Is it an actual person? No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men. Um, Wait, what exactly is an innocent? A highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world spirit. A ruler? Tyrant. More, an innocent is elected to office by the founding party, a precedent that has taken precedent that has taken a place a mere 6 times an entity of history. The legal system of the Real Belt is built to accommodate innocent-centric rule to coincide with our time. And innocence is unfallible decision made by one or not decisions. They are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyways only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries. Sense is a continuous compressed event. A scared human being, it is an honor and a glory to live when one is in office. One in office now? No, we are alone. Okay. When did she rule? 300 years ago. And in the wake of the discovery of the insulin. Okay. What else do I know about her? Many things, she was a woman of the court, the wife of a influential Marchinese, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene La Navigator, Queen of Sorency. Also that she was gorgeous beyond beauty. Okay, what else was she smart? Terribly. Women in the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. Similarly, grants in matters of philosophy, theology, and science were encouraged. She was, by all means, a kept woman. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court. A court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. Secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state. A scalpel of piercing gaze. She was almost a preternatural magnetic of an intellect individual. To her contemporaries, she appears out of time, a messenger from the future of the speech. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous. Come. It was on her advice that Irene La Navigator sponsored a number of voyages into Pale, a costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world. Around 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion. Okay. And the Loren area. Well, indeed. When her innocence was declared and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest. Oh, so that's where they come from? Bystander reported golden filaments lightning that already sunlit chambers around her, clearly visible beneath her dress. This is why the lungs are the symbol of love for the culture of the Royal Bet. Okay. Was there something terrifying about her? Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged with for your systematic memory, and or what remains of it. But although she is often considered to be the greatest human being ever lived, there was something ominous about Dolores Day Constantly surrounded by her theories. She was the most socially secluded and the least self-aware of all the innocents. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaign she waged against the Mesquite state. And then there were the resettlement programs. Resettlement programs. Mesquite state tried to detach itself from ethnocentric rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerating into circularism. Her mandate education program and mass resettlement of upstream migrants were problematic as well. Dissenters were suppressed by a military force, and she called the Army of Humanity, suggesting those who fight against it are not part of humanity. She adored chess, yes, but also military war games. Laura's Day often holds a tiny tin soldier between her index finger and thumb. Uh, An icon, she was also blonde, the blondest woman you ever seen with green eyes. I think all of this is pretty fake. Little is known about her marriage to an American husband. As this, he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Laura's Day into court. Conclusion: yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying that people seldom mention, but feel when they think of her. Subtle terror is part of her iconology. To hell with this. But she was not hell. She is the opposite of that. The wind of paradise stripping away the covers from the hearts of men. Okay, turn away. Look at the. Oh wait, I got something here. Action speed. Hey, her innocent Dolores Dale liked little figurines, right? Like holding little men between her fingers. Remember? What? You have the headless flan rider figurine. Give it to her. Win her back. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I do have that figurine. I forgot about that. Yeah, I should. This is a task of mine. Why not? Let's be cute about it. It's also very stiffy. Nifty and mysterious. This is surely what the figure for. Can I? Looks like I can't give this figurine to her. Why? Because she's a stained glass window. That does seem to be a problem. Maybe you meant something else. Like, what is this text the one? I don't know. Where are we thinking? What are we thinking of? But part of your mind has gone onto other things already. Okay, I forgot I bought that figure. Alright, let me change clothes to visual calculus, which I think is just the sunglasses. The only thing that's like visual that will help me out. Yeah, zoning thing. Let's try it. Might as well. Hey, baby. Um, a jigsaw of broken shards falls into place in front of the U. Ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an older woman beneath a younger one. A text, a leitmotif below them both. What shattered this mosaic? Mosaic. Unknown. A motor carriage, a gunshot, someone following it. It could be anything. Who is this older woman? So bright. The estrogen on her throne says, Irene the Navigator. She's depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden Reich Seifel in one hand, a scepter in the other. This is the queen her innocent day advised above. She herself is small figures of wise men, common men. Everyone stands at her feet. The motto, what does it say? Below both women in Laundry's black letter, I praise la vie morte, I praise la morte, la vie de nos vies. You. And then alongside the left side, I praise le monde la grâce, I praise la grâce le monde de nos. Could these words be the password that unlocks the filament? Oh, maybe. The back. Maybe I give it to like that woman who's here. Hold on. Let me like change my clothes back to where I kind of wanted. The sunglasses, right? Is logic and I want drama. I think the shoes give me a lot. The jacket though. What the hell is happening here? My clothes. Weird. Logic, visual calculus. Oh, that one have visual calculus. Oh, what I want. Okay, I think I'm fine with this. Yeah, my perception is low. I think that's the only issue. Dolores was the fallen figurine. She deserves more. You should offer her any and all you have one day. If you meet her in person, what an odd task to give yourself. But here we are. It's pretty odd. Wasteland of reality. It has been brought to your attention that you're an alcoholic and that is a sickness and it's killing you. You're crawling on your knees through life. Your booze-filled belly dragging on the ground. Your brain now fuzzy, now in overdrive. Your hair sticking together with today's cold sweat. Your state vomit. Perhaps you're right. Anything is better than this. Been bone dry reality itself. Maybe you can't quit. Yeah, maybe let's try. Let's try this for this one. Sounds fun, interesting, and awesome and unique. Press play again. Let's try it for the password. I may have the right password for the person. Good, repeat it. Wait, what do you mean? I thought that helped me out of the password. I guess not. Maybe I'll go somewhere else. Talk to you one more time and then head out and talk to those guys at the tent.
Oh, hey, wait. There's coffee in the back. Oh, wait. I'm in the mother's love.
Okay. Have you by any chance heard the Viejita say the password on her radio computer? Too many times. I say, you need it for something? Surveys are a good way to fish for personal information, especially in the name of public safety. Sure. I'm doing a survey of passwords and passcodes, identifying regional trends in the spirits of public safety, of course. Don't sweat it, Vato. The password is after life death. Okay. Well, thank you. What is about coffee? Look, man, I'm at the liberty to talk about the sacred blades of the Mother Glorious Heart, not about coffee. Okay. I think we're done here, I say. The figure crawls off into the darkness above. Okay. Goodbye. Oh. Okay. Press play. Yes. Try for the password. Afterlife death. Good, I've unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Fortress accident, is there anything... Okay. After ending the call. Thanks, I'm finished with this call. And then press print. The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraph. It looks like a bit like someone's journal. Read the printout. The first entry made on the 4th of February 51 by an unknown author is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the... Read the second entry. 6th of February 51, had a little chat with the local fisherman. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, alright. Still haven't figured out the electricity. See, ridden with narcotic, just like Andre said. Read the third entry. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. Thinking it's Curious Series, something a bit. Fourth entry. Bought the antenna, had some problem setting up. Called Simo for help. Heard the others are back to making art, drinking somewhere out of the town. Silly Saw started a rock band again. Lexi has been asking money. strangers. But at least the artists have their act together. Qualified labor and they can get work anywhere. Graphic designs, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean the programmers, the writers though, they're fucked. Oh, okay. So these are the guys that are in the on the other building. I'm assuming. I just had to find out what caused the data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how I managed to wipe out the backup when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. That they say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right. You must be talking about her former colleagues from Fortress Accident. They all sound like video game. Race them too. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently there's a strike going on in the harbor. Recent. Definitely not happy to see the Baritonese people again. Everything now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow 8 a.m. I've been sending data up to Litno for a while, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging into the disappointment, but I did discover a curious audio spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I named it the Swallow. Swallow sounds. Need to get some mic. Yes, the first recording confirmed that the Swallow is real. I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me. Some kind of young disco man has appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out that I've been capturing the future of dance music. One neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, that song is so monotonous that I am able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good, I don't want anyone distracting me from that. Disco man must be a Seedly. March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in one of our off. Oh, Meritonese. Can't do anything about it. Storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Meritonese of her. A new 2M aux cable, noodles, crackers, ping ping energy drink, water, toothpaste, gum, also some canned air. The reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening. Oh, Soona. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer. As I'm like reading everything. It's like a proper opportunity to like drink water because nothing's happening.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
She glares at you as she holds down the off button for seconds. Machine reboots. Yeah, I'm here on the sidekick representing certain music venue organizers. I'm with the RCM, you see.
Well, you won't find any music venue organizers here.
I'm representing. You don't realize what representing means, you dumb piece of shit programmer? For a programmer who knows how to code, you don't know words all too often. Too well.
It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now, please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
Oh, I'm about to destroy something right now. I'm gonna talk to her.
What is it?
I didn't break anything, did I? Pretty sure I didn't.
No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper.
Does not look like a big loss turn. Are you the lead programmer of Royal Untethered by any chance?
Yes. Or no, not anymore. That project is dead.
She doesn't seem surprised to be recognized, rather sad. Something passes over her face before she straightens her back. Which reminds me to straighten my back. Sorry, but who are you? What are you doing here?
I am Soona Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages. If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how can I help you.
Did she say over 16 years of experience? Must have started programming when she was still a teenager. That still doesn't answer what she's doing in an abandoned church. Seen the man living in the rafters? No. But you know he's around? Yes. Sounds like you're not worried about him at all. No, you're right. I'm not. Okay. Why are there so many machines in this place? I brought them here. These are my machines. Don't touch anything. Why did you need an antenna? I use the AR1 as my imperfect processing unit. And that's your radio computer, right? An antenna is its processing unit? Yes, she sighs. You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you? I know a little. Alright, well, all radio computers perform operation up and on the air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna. Okay, and the AR1, is it a good antenna? She stops to think. I guess it is. So far, I've been quite satisfied with it. Merch needs an unstable region with bad coverage, and operation has been surprisingly stable. But it's not the cheapest one on the market, so I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operation. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians. Anyways, she turns back to her terminal. You should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milices dedicated to that kind of this sort of thing. I like telling you this. Calms her nerves. What are you doing with your radio computer? I'm working. What are you working on? Scenes mainly with his pulsing cord, the light casting her face in a strange shadow. Could you just for a moment, or get to the point? I really intend to focus on them. What are those bowls of water over there? They are connected to my RAM Perfect. Whatever you do, just don't move them, okay? Thanks. Turn it short and terse. There you have it. Whatever she's using them for, does her. Okay. Question. Great. What are you doing in an abandoned church? You really like those questions, don't you? There's a hint of amusement in her tired eyes. I'm a police officer. It's my job to ask questions. I'm conducting a scientific research here. You can't throw me out. She says, ready to stand her ground. I think I can. Well, it is a different world here in Elysium, but I'm pretty sure they can. Well, I guess the squad was right. It's so stupid. Squad right is so stupid sometimes. Conducting world research. I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world. Wait, what? She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said. Is the hole connected to the data logs in your journal? Yes, that's what led me here. She stares at the birdish antenna and a nearby table, but I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that. So, what does that mean exactly? Exactly what does it mean? There's something frantic about her as she locks her gaze with you, eyes shining like pearls. Up to now, it's been impossible to say what it is, because it's impossible to admit nothing. What do you think it is? What quality does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist? She's suddenly absorbed in the conversation, waiting for you. Easy, you measure it by the world around it. Guess two then. Exactly. See, no, it's very true. That's what I'm aiming for. That's why I have those basins. I tried using hydro transducers to record the silence to find out where it begins. Honestly, it's not progressing very well. She grows silent, staring at her circle of basin. It looks like some ancient ritual. You have any idea where this hole might be located? Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume. She looks up, eyes peering, trying to pierce the pitch black heights without much success. Only a faint crisscross of rafter can be made out from the dark. Most of the tower disappearing into the shade. Right there. There's this place at the back of the church, a place where all audible vibrations seem to I name it the Swallow. And the higher you go, the less you record. This is where the crabman lives. I know. You don't think crabmen might be somehow responsible here? No, I don't. You sound mightily annoyed by this line of questioning, her hands typing hundreds of commands into me. You say that the research isn't going well. Why not? We could just trial and error, trying to locate. Oh. And I don't have a. You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work. Nope. That's all I want to know about the scary 2mm hole in the world for now. How do you feel about anecdotic dance music? What? I hate it. Alright. I bet she hasn't even heard of it. Have you ever listened to it? Like, actually listen? Same here. It just doesn't connect here. Not like disco does, anyways. Let me see that. Yeah, like all the time. My tent neighbor don't really eat. Oh, she did say that. Ease up on their partying. Maybe I had to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind, it's just like an uninspired rug ripping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music. Right. But how do you feel about a club where it ended Dordic dance? This is about the speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? Looks up, shaking her head. I got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here. What do they want to build then? Take a guess. Why don't you? I'm so convinced they want to establish. They said it's their dream. Maybe some community space, a petting zoo, a youth center would be nice. A youth center. The lead programmer side. I can't believe they got you up so easily. Go have another talk with those up and coming entrepreneurs, would you? Thanks. Honestly, I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to have like a base of operation for narcotics. They mentioned this multiple times with narcotics from the game, so like, gotta guess what they're trying to do. Especially from their vibe they were giving out too. It's like it's pretty easy to pinpoint that out. Alright, I'll let you work in peace now. Okay. There's not much to gather from here anymore. Our way out of here. Oh. Let's see if I can lower the options for some of the environments. It's fine. So far it looks fine. I haven't had like too much of an issue right now. Let's go up here.